Mazino. I did prepare a sort of keynote speakers here that conveyed in Abuja, talking about people from all over the continent to come in to talk about democracy in the continent in the year 2025, saying that this is something that needs to be talked about on a deeper level. One of the, of course, keynote speaker was Patrick Lumumba. He talked about a lot of issues surrounding Africa, mentioning that where other continents or other people are making fun of Africa, saying Africa is not working, or even ourselves. We should note that this is something that has been other continents also faced as usual. It's a baby step, but then there needs to be a really, force to say we are ready to put democracy in our own continent to the right way. Now, a lot of people are supposed to be here, but Speaker of the House of Representatives, that's Tajuddin Abbas, was not able to be there, to be present here. But then we saw Kalu, that's Benjamin Kalu, the Deputy Speaker, representing him and talking about how the legislatives are willing and ready to participate in this. So this is, of course, one milestone that Africa has taken bold steps towards to address the issues. We also have another person like Ene Obi, who is an activist and lover of democracy, a truly patriotic citizen of Nigeria, talking about how far Nigerians have gone, and even Africa at large, in terms of women representatives in leadership. And because of that, we know women are more sentimental, and women tend to come out en masse to cry about what is happening. People are dying all over Africa. And she pointed out that there is no way people can, or the Europeans can penetrate Africa without Africans letting them have that access. So when coup happened, it is because an African aided it to happen. When something hurts Africa, it's because other people in Africa assisted people from outside. It's a case of it's when the wall cracks, that's where the lizard comes in. So a lot of conversation was had on this. There was a sounding applause for Patrick Lumumba, who is a known advocate for African continent, talking about how much we need to prioritize our government, push Africa first, and we should do governance that would favor the entire continent. So yeah, basically that is the conversation that was had here in the international conference of Africa and for democracy in the continent.
Okay, thank you, Sumayya. Sumayya, very summarily, I don't know if you can tell us exactly if they mentioned or discussed the factors that would or that could make people-powered leadership in Africa.
I mean, talking about the people powered, one of the major concerns they pointed out was the fact that we have, aging people. They brought the president of Cameroon, who is running for 8th term, talking about Biya. They brought up another key person also from the Uganda wanting to rerun again for MP, even though his health condition is deteriorating. They brought up, I think, another president, a current leader in Eritrea. So a lot of people were being pointed out about this is the cases, a case where we see democracy deteriorating. So they said, if at all we want this to happen, then we need to allow the people to have their voices. Talking about the rigging, alleged rigging of electoral materials, and how it goes where some people, even when they are supposed to be voting, but then there's always a complaint of things happening or social media being shut down during elections or people's voices not being heard. So yes, a lot of concerns were being brought up, and then people are, of course, unraveling and giving solutions. So because this is the first day, it's a 2-day event, and it would continue tomorrow, people, of course, are willing to point out the problems today, and then point out motivations that could make us to be more patriotic and do things that would favor the continent for ourselves, and not wait for people, outside the continent to come and help. And tomorrow is when the solution panel would be brought, and everything would be discussed in order to find possible solutions for the deteriorating democracy in African continent and how the growth can be achieved in the continent.
Sumayya, Abubakar, thank you very much for the details.